basic. What exactly is unemployment? Unemployment refers to a situation where a person is able to work, willing to work and actively seeking employment, but is still unable to obtain a job. There are several types of unemployment that we should be aware of. First, frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is happen in a short term and also happen when people are between job or just starting out, like a fresh graduate looking at their first job. Secondly, structural unemployment. Structural unemployment happens when workers' skills don't match what employers need, often due to tech or industry changes, like factory workers replaced by automation. Third, cyclical unemployment that link to the economic ups and downs. Jobs are cut during a recession and increase during growth. The COVID-19 downward is a good example. Fourth, seasonal unemployment. This happens when job demand changes with the season, like agriculture workers during off-harvest period. And lastly, technological unemployment. Technological unemployment caused by automation replacing human labor, like cashier replaced by self-checkout machine. Let's move on the statistic. Based on data from the Department of Statistics Malaysia for December 2021, the unemployment rate stood at 4.2%, with the number of employed persons recorded at 687.6 thousand. This is a slight decrease compared to November 2021, which was at 4.3%. This downward trend shows the gradual recovery of the labor market after the impact of COVID-19, supported by the reopening of economic activities. Now, looking at the chart, it's divided into two parts. On the left, we have annual data going back to 1982, where we can see unemployment numbers were historically much lower, generally staying between 200,000 and 400,000 people, with one earlier spike around the mid-1980s. On the right side, we have the monthly data from January 2020 to December 2021. Here, we can clearly see the sharp spike caused by COVID-19, where unemployment jumped to a peak of 772.9 thousand people, with the rate climbing close to 5%. From that point onward, the numbers declined steadily month by month, down to 694.4 thousand and finally to 687.6 thousand by December 2021, bringing the rate down to 4.2%. So overall, this chart tells us a clear story. COVID-19 caused a sharp spike in unemployment, but by the end of 2021, Malaysia labour market was already on a steady path to recovery.
We will go through with cause of unemployment. First, lack of skill or experience. Many young people graduate with theoretical knowledge, but employers are looking for practical skills. Nowadays, education focuses more on exam than survival skill. For example, a business graduate may understand marketing concepts, but doesn't know how to use tools like social media analytics. Second, mismatch between education and job market. This situation happens when what students learn doesn't match with what the economy needs. There are two types, which is field mismatch, which is studying a subject with low demand, and second, skill mismatch, which is lacking specific skills. For example, not enough graduates in IT or data analysis. Lastly, high competition in the job market. This situation happens because increasing numbers of university graduates and global competition. For example, a company may receive hundreds of applications for just one entry-level job, but even the qualified candidate may not be selected.
Moving on to my part, we will look at how youth unemployment impacts individuals and economy. This resource is underutilized in three main ways. First, youth unemployment leads to low self-esteem. Consistent job rejection can create feeling of failure and loss of confidence. This may trigger the discouraged worker effect, where individuals stop searching for jobs and leave the action labor force. And the second one is skill degradation. When people remain unemployed for a long time, their skills become out of date due to lack of practice. For graduates, unused knowledge can lead to human capital depreciation, making them less competitive in the job market. Third is social isolation. Financial and emotional stress may cause unemployed youth to withdraw from friends and society. As a result, they lose social capital and professional networks, making it harder to find jobs in the future. Next, we will move to economic impact. First, youth unemployment increase poverty rates. With less household income, more families may fall into low-income group. This reduces consumer spending, lower aggregate demand, and lower economic growth. Second is the loss of human capital. Long-term unemployment causes skill and knowledge to deteriorate. This results in human capital depreciation and brain drain, reduce the country's potential workforce and innovation. Third is lower tax revenue. Unemployment reduces the number of people earning income and paying tax. As a result, the government collects less revenue, limited funds for development, infrastructure, and public service.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Noor Biha Binti Noor, and my matrix number is 310781. So today I want to talk about solutions to overcome unemployment. We have three solutions, which is education and training, economic diversification, and also promoting public-private partnership. So we go through the first one, which is education and training. Education and training help individuals gain the knowledge, skill, and also qualification needed by employers. This is because many people struggle to find a job because of they lack the required skill or experience. So through formal education, vocational training, and also skill development program, it's helped them to improve their soft skill and build their confidence. So for second one is economic diversification. Which is economic diversification is referred to developing a variety of industry and sector instead of relying heavily on one industry. So when a country has multiple thriving sectors such as manufacturing and technology, this reduces the risk of widespread unemployment if one sector experiences a downturn. Such as a country that expands its technology and renewable energy industry can create new employment opportunities for different groups of workers. So for the last one is promoting public-private partnership. So this one is government and private should involve cooperation between the government and companies to achieve common economic and social goals. Okay, so this can create new jobs through business development program, infrastructure projects, and workforce training. Based on these three things, the government may provide support such as funding, policies, or incentive, while the private company can contribute expertise, investment, and employment opportunities. So this will be more a lot of jobs, so people who cannot find a job. So the last one, conclusion. Okay, unemployment is multifaceted challenge that demands a proactive and comprehensive approach. To actively combat unemployment, we must focus on its underlying causes, which range from economic policies to education and skill training. By fostering collaboration among government, business and communities, we can mitigate the effect of unemployment and build a resilient workforce that is prepared to succeed in developing the landscape. Thank you.